What's up, everyone? Fight Zone MMA. Today we got some crazy MMA news. Let's get right into it. First off, we got Charles Oliveira speaking on his upcoming BMF title fight against Max Holloway. Charles says, "I was a boy when I first fought Max Holloway. Now I'm a lion among lions. From that last fight to this one, I evolved a lot. It's a completely different Charles. At the time, I was just Charles of Jiu-Jitsu. Today, I'm Charles of MMA. More like George of the Jungle." This is one of the worst quotes of all time. Crazy CTE on display. Even Tito Ortiz has some interviews that are more understandable than this quote. In terms of CTE, it's not looking good for Charles this weekend either. Max Holloway has been on a massive run since joining the lightweight division, while Charles has been looking like he's on the decline. Sure, Charles has a more impressive recent win against Gamrot, but Gamrot has yet to show he's a top contender instead of a top 5 gatekeeper. Also, Charles' knockout loss against Ilia Topuria looked bad, even for him who's known to be chinny. And Max Holloway is looking to be in good shape to dominate him this coming Saturday. Next up, we got Kamaru Usman detailing his retirement plans. Kamaru Usman recently revealed he plans on retiring from MMA after winning the welterweight and middleweight belts in 2026. For anyone struggling with imposter syndrome at work, you need to set up a meet and greet with Kamaru Usman to find out the secrets behind that level of delusion. Usman isn't just set on fighting for the welterweight and middleweight titles, which is already kind of a stretch, but also winning both belts and retiring as a double champ. Now, if he were to pull this off, the guy would 100% be in the all-time GOAT talks. However, given that he's several fights away from a title shot in both divisions, it's not looking like it's going to happen. Usman, it's over. That being said, I am looking forward to seeing his career in boxing after he retires as UFC double champ to knock out Anthony Joshua and Alexander Usyk back-to-back. Next up, we got Dustin Poirier responding to Nate Diaz, naming him as a potential opponent for Diaz's comeback to a new UFC division. Nate previously said, "I'm ready to get back to real action. I want to fight either McGregor 3, I want to fight maybe Dustin Poirier, and then maybe Mike Perry." Dustin responded on Twitter, BTA, short and to the point. First of all, these matchups are ridiculously late. Maybe the new UFC division is elderweight, because there's no other way you can justify opening a whole new division just to put on fights between geriatric, 40-year-old, washed-up, retired bums with no grappling. And every single one of these matchups that Nate named is a bad matchup for him at this point in his career. I wouldn't even favor him against some of the up-and-coming regional fighters nowadays. Dustin was right to respond to this tweet though. This will be one of the easiest fights of his career and probably his biggest payday since his fights against McGregor. However, the actual fight is going to look like Paddy versus Justin 2 in terms of the sloppiness and lack of skills on display. I will not be watching this fight if it's made. Finally, we got Anthony Lionheart Smith moving up to heavyweight to compete in bare knuckle MMA at Jorge Masvidal's Gamebred FC. This guy is one step ahead of Kamaru Usman in terms of career path, so props to him for getting ahead of the game and following Usman's teachings. Realistically though, this is one of the worst decisions of all time. Anthony Smith was already a fighter with mid-boxing and absolutely no heart back when he was still in the UFC, and he's now 40 years old. So there's absolutely no way that he's going to be able to pull it out of the fire for bare knuckle MMA, which is a lot more brutal than regular MMA, which he already couldn't handle. Anthony Smith needs to retire and transition to an astrology/spirituality-based YouTube channel. He's already got the tapestry tattoo on his chest to match. Anyways, that's going to do it for today. Like, comment, subscribe, Fight Zone MMA. I'll see you in the next one.